listeners. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm Lauren.
And today we are presenting a mysterious tale for you all. In each episode, our team has researched a case for us to present. These cases all involve relationships or marriages that end in murder, and also another layer of intrigue. Our audience will have to decide whether the tale we are telling is fact or fiction. The answer will be revealed at the end of each episode, so make sure to stick around to find out if you're correct or not.
Today we will be presenting the case of Maria and Bob Palko. The couple met in their freshman year of college at Keene University. Supposedly, the two were not friendly at first and seemed to get on each other's nerves, constant nagging and yelling. Friends constantly regretted introducing the two to each other. Despite this, Bob and Maria were happily engaged by the time they graduated in 1995, and they put as much passion into their love as they did with their fighting.
The two would marry shortly after graduating in a small, intimate ceremony full of friends and family in Maria's parents' backyard. The two wanted children but were having trouble conceiving. Maria had an unusually low egg count, and despite all of their wishes and tries, they hadn't been able to conceive. This often led to fighting between the two, both harboring a grudge against the other as their relationship soured around the lack of a child. This was all despite a very active and adventurous sex life. Maria and Bob weren't the type to shy around from experimenting and were well versed in many types of play in the bedroom. For their 5-year anniversary, they even invited Maria's college roommate, Alana, into the bedroom with them. That's why the evening of March 28th, 2006, wasn't particularly notable or unusual for the couple in any way. The two were engaging in a rape fantasy in the bedroom when Bob suddenly felt his airway close up, and he struggled to breathe. When Maria describes the event to the operator on 911, she says, "My husband isn't breathing. Please hurry, his lips are turning blue."
The couple's medical woes were just getting started. Within 2 months, they had seen 5 doctors. The first ER doctor sending them to an allergy specialist, who then referred the couple to another allergy specialist. From there, the list grows until finally they reach a diagnostic team at the Princeton-Plainsboro Teaching Hospital in New Jersey. The diagnostics team ran a list of tests and theories. Again, they test Bob for allergies, as well as pursuing other theories, such as lupus, trauma to the throat, given the couple's tendency to engage in rough sex, and heavy metal toxicity.
Bob's health gradually declines despite tests. Originally admitted for a swollen tongue and asphyxiation, he now suffered from an unbearably itchy rash, lung scarring, pain in his legs and hips, as well as vomiting. The team of doctors desperately scrambled to find what is making Bob sicker and sicker despite the cocktail of drugs he's on. They asked Maria to allow them to search their residence for any sources of heavy metals that could be causing Bob's sickness, such as water pipes or lead paint on any of their cookware or cutlery. Maria agrees, and the doctors take stock of a ritualistically cleaned apartment. They feel Bob's time slipping between their fingers. There are definitely no sources of heavy metal toxicity in the apartment.
They do, however, spot a photo on a hunch. It's a photo of Bob and Maria on a destination vacation beach, both smiling and sunburned on a large boat. They learn that Bob is a wedding photographer, and a month prior he had shot a destination wedding in Cabo San Lucas. Probably said that wrong, but there we go. Because of the dreamy location, Maria had tagged along. Now, finally, with the lead, Bob could have been exposed to heavy metals. There, they were able to test and narrow down most likely culprits of heavy metals in the area. While they are doing this, they place Bob on broad medications to treat his symptoms, since he'd taken a downhill turn and had received a tracheotomy, another attack of asphyxiation.
So, for our listeners who do not know what a tracheotomy is, because we definitely had to look it up,
Right.
A tracheotomy is essentially a tube down the throat, except Bob's tongue was so swollen they couldn't get the tube down his throat, so they had to cut into a little area kind of near his collarbones and placed the tube further down. That way he'd be able to breathe.
It's like that little dime-sized area in movies where they make an incision if someone's having an allergic reaction and they stick like a pen in someone's throat. That's what that's for.
After hours on the medication, the doctors still weren't able to find which heavy metal is making Bob sick. All of their tests had come back negative, and he wasn't getting any better, which both baffled and frustrated the doctors. They began to look toward Maria as a suspect. She was the only thing that had been a constant from Cabo San Lucas to the apartment to the hospital. She must have had something to do with it. The team searched her bags and turned up nothing. No heavy metals that could be making Bob sick.
The team of doctors then devised a plan. So, they lied in wait for Maria to leave and use the restroom. However, they needed her to have not washed her hands yet. So, they cornered her in the bathroom, and quickly one of the doctors ended up grabbing her hand, while his were wet with tin-2 chloride. Now, tin-2 chloride is a chemical solution that, when applied to gold, reduces the gold ions to colored colloidal gold.
Colloidal, but it's okay.
Thank
it's
you.
chemistry,
I was
and
like,
it's
I
hard.
don't know chemistry.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of words to throw at everybody.
Okay. Colloidal. Words are hard.
In other words, to make it accessible for everybody, her dirty hands went from an untraceable to a bright, vivid purple. This gave the doctors all the proof they needed to be sure that Maria had been dosing Bob with gold, a heavy metal, in order to make him sicker and sicker.
Gasp.
Yeah. Bob was in the hospital for a total of 11 days before they managed to figure out the cause of his illness. And as Maria was removed from the hospital by police, his health was already improving.
So, now you've heard our tale. Have you decided? Is it real or is it fake?
It is fake. This attempted murder belongs to House MD Season 2, Episode 15, with the original 3 ducklings. Truly the best team they ever had. Have you ever watched House?
Yes.
Okay. Please say your favorite season is one of the first 3.
Probably season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, you just can't mess with the classics.
Right. Well, thank you all so much for listening and for guessing along with us today. We appreciate all of your support. If you'd like to get updates whenever we post, you can click the subscribe button down below and make sure to make some of the chatter in the comment section about your thoughts on the case. We'd love to hear everything you have to say. Our social media will be linked below if you'd like to learn more about our slice of life.